What's up, guys? It's Robin here, and this video is going to be called Robinsongz patch 16.6 flowchart video. So I'm going to be coming out with a flowchart video for every patch starting from now on. Basically, what is like a flowchart video? Basically, it's a playstyle that I adopted. It's basically called Flowchart TFT. I've been playing Flowchart TFT since I started playing TFT. Basically, it's like whatever opener and items you get, you're gonna be basically following a flowchart and knowing what you're gonna be playing early game, mid game, and late game. So it helps like make the game a little bit easier. You kind of know like what items you're gonna go for, what augments you want to pick, and stuff like that. So and like whatever early game board you start with is, you know, what end game board you're gonna end up with. Basically, for my website tfthandbook.com, I have like I have a flowchart section over here where basically I tell you like whatever opener you have, arrow into like whatever you end up with. And I'm gonna be making like a video version of this for every patch, so it makes it a little bit easier to understand, or like for people who just want to watch a video. Yeah, so for this video, I'm gonna be talking about the new patch 16.6, the flowchart for like almost every opener in the game, the reroll lines, and like some loose streak lines that you can play. I'll be going over the what your early game looks like, and then what your late game is gonna look like. Talking through my thoughts. I recorded this on stream. It's gonna be a little bit all over the place. Hopefully this can help you guys out. For like best in slot items and stuff, I don't think I put like the best items for like all these units. But if you want to know like what items to slam on them, you can go to my handbook.com, go to my comp section, and all the comps that I listed in the flowchart will be here. So if you go to like Mel Rise here, you can see like the best in slot for every unit. But this video will more so talk about like with a certain opener, what you're going to be playing from that opener. And I hope you guys enjoy. Robinsongz 16.6 flowchart, tempo / forecast lines. Let's start with the openers. Strong AP opener, win streak, AP opener, plus econ augment, Mel fast 9. Let's talk about this first. So win streak, AP opener, econ augment, Mel fast 9. Most games is going to be revolved around Scion, and then you unlock LeBlanc with Scion, and you have like a random bruiser like this, and then you have a random invoker like this, and then you slam like a Nasher JG on LeBlanc, and then LeBlanc is busted early game, so you just like play around this, and then Briar on 5 like this, and then level 6 you unlock Kabuko, so you can play Kabuko here, drop a Nivea, or if you have a Nivea too, you can just play a Nivea. You can play like 4 Invoker or something like this. You play this early game, and then on level 8 you roll for Vertigo Noxus, so you roll for like Swain, Mbessa, 5 Noxus. You can even, if you want to make it easy, you can roll for like this. You can just roll for 7 Noxus plus Kabuko, and then you sack Mbessa. You sack Mbessa, and then you get Mel. And then once you get Mel, you can drop like Draven here, and you can just play this board. This is like the easy version. You transfer items to Mel. You go 9 off this, and then you go 9 off this. Another thing you could do is it depends on what legendaries you hit. If you hit like Azir, then obviously you're playing Azir. You're playing Azir here, and then the droppable units on this board is like Darius and like Briar, like this. So you can play, if you hit Azir, you can play this +1. Shyvana's great to pair with Juggernaut. You can also play like Seraphine and like Vi with Darius, something like this, like no Swain. Like you can go off 9 like this as well. And then the cap for this board is always gonna be like Azir, Mel, Azir. Drop. It's going to be like, you're going to unlock Silas by holding Garen's, Swain, Shyvana, Azir, Renekton, Rise, Senna. This is the cap. You basically unlock Rise for free if you're playing Shurima, because you get like Noxus, Shurima, and you can play like Taric for Targon, and then you unlock Rise. All right, this is for this comp. Demacia opener, you play 5 Demacia flex, and then you try to get into Demacia Rise. So Demacia opener is Jarvan, Sona, Poppy. Jarvan, Sona, Poppy opener. Same items like Nasher JG. And then you tempo to level 8. Level 8, you're going to play Garen, Lux. And then 1 Invoker, like maybe like Lissandra, Swain. Unlock Galio. And then you can play, honestly, I like level 8, you probably just play 7 Demacia. You probably just play 7 Demacia, and then you go 9 off this. You play this at level 8. And then when you go 9, how do you unlock Rise? Wait, level 9, you need to unlock Kennen, right? So it's like Kennen, you need to unlock Kennen. You drop Jarvan. You play around Kennen, Xin Zhao, Poppy, and Galio. Unlock Set for Ionia. Drop. Keep Galio. Drop this. Rise. Silas. You sell the guarantee for Silas. Like a beast. Senna. Random Senna. Need a backliner. And you have like one slot here. It could be like, it could be any warden, like Orn. Like this. This is the flowchart for this. Demacia opener, and you play 5/7 flex. And you cap with Demacia rise. Yeah, Tarek. Tarek is fine. Like this. And you transfer Lux items to rise. And this is an easy pivot to Silas because you can just sell the guarantee, right? All right, next up. I think Ionia is still playable if it's from a strong. Ionia opener. You go 5 Ionia, Unara, flex. And then here you just play for top 4, I think. Play for top 4. Because you can't really cap it out to an even stronger board, right? So this is like Jin, Shen, Alawi, plus like Yasuo. This is from Win Streak. So you have like Ginsu, IE, something like this. And then you pivot this board into boom, 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 drop, 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 set, Kindred, Tarek, Swain, whatever. You pivot to this board. Ginsu, IE. I mean, this is usually Draven. And then you go 9 for Kindred, Shyvana, Lucian. I think this board can still cap out pretty high if you can get to level 9. The thing about Yone though is I'm pretty sure you always play Yone from lose streak. Because for Yone, you want to roll on 7 for Yasuo too, right? And in order to roll on 7, you need to lose streak. This is win streak Ionia. This is like tempo Ionia. You probably play it on Unara. Like obviously if you natural Yasuo too, you can play Yone, but yeah. Like if you natural Yasuo, you can just, instead of playing Unara, you can just play Yone instead. Like you would just play like instead of this, you would just play like Yone, Yasuo, Unara. Like you played 7 Ionia like this. The problem with this is that the items are different. Like you want Ginsu, Titans, BT. So the thing is like you're not gonna build towards Yone unless you know you can get Yasuo too. Bilgewater opener, Bilgewater flex, I guess. Bilgewater opener is Alawi 2. I like to play it from only Alawi 2. TF, and you can unlock graves like this. Shed. And then your mid game is try to natural GP or Nautilus and shop. Try to play 5 Bilgewater mid game. Then Misfortune, Fizz for stage 4. I'm pretty sure if you roll on stage 4 and you hit Lucian, you like just immediately drop out of graves. If you hit Senna, you just drop out of graves. And then you stop playing 7 Bilgewater on your board. The max cap for this board is like drop graves. Maybe play a Kindred. And then you drop Shen, drop Alawi, play Tom, Wukong. No GP. And then like Shyvana here. If you have Fizz items, you can play Fizz. If you don't have Fizz, you can play like Orn. Like this. You can play Volibear. You can play Volibear. You can play 4 Bruiser. Just play all the legendaries. Bilgewater is still playable, I'm pretty sure. Shadow Isle opener. You just play Shadow Isle, Viego. Ideally 2-star, Yorick. And then ideally you have 1 Warden, so like Nautilus. Let's go Xin Zhao, probably easiest to find. And then like a quick checker like this. This is like the Shadow Isle opener. Like Viego holding Callista items. And then you play strongest board until level 8. Level 8 board is always drop Viego, drop Ashe. It's Loris, Seraphine, Callista, Mbessa, Thresh. You get Thresh for free now. Thresh, Braum, Gwen. This is like the generic board on 8. If you hit Azir, you drop Gwen instantly. If you hit Ornn, you drop like Braum or Yorick instantly. If you hit Fiddle, you drop Mbessa instantly. And then you just transfer items here. And then from this spot, you go 9. You drop Gwen for sure. Play Azir. Drop this. Play Fiddle. And you almost always want to drop Yorick as well. Because you can play like 1 Shurima here, right? It also unlocks Rise for free. You can play Rise. You can play Tarek. You can play Renekton, Nasus. For Shadow Isle, I think a lot of times you actually can play from Blue Streak. Because yeah, Shadow Isle is extremely mid if you don't have Viego 2. So I would only play Tempo Shadow Isle if you have Viego 2 or if you have like Stars Are Born Yorick 2. Then it feels really good. Otherwise, if you have like no opener, you can take like Patient Study and you can open for Shadow Isle. I feel like it's pretty good. It's similar to like previous Zon when it's similar to like Void and Zon where you can get a 4 cost for free by just leveling to 7. And it stabilizes you for stage 3. Which is really good. And it can help you fast 9. I'll put that in the Blue Streak spot. Shadow Isle opener, and then we have... Is there any other tempo, like 4-cost comp? Ionia, Demacia, Bilgewater. I would say, like, Orianna opener. List Seraphine into Brawler Rise, probably. I haven't tried this yet. But Assuming you have like Oriana, Loris. I mean, Oriana Vi is more common, right? Oriana Vi, like Jarvan, plus like Anivia, like this. You have an Oriana opener. You play this into Lissandra, Seraphine, drop, Loris, Braum, drop, Sejuani, and then you have a +1 here for either Taric or Mouse or Azir. This is the +1. I'm pretty sure Taric is better than Mouse. Taric 2 better than Mouse 2, better than Azir 1 is the best. And then from this spot, if you can go 9, you somehow have to pivot to Rise. So it would just be like Azir, Renekton, right? I think you drop Oriana. You eventually drop Oriana, Vi, and then play Rise. Rise gets Freljord, Piltover, Shurima. It's probably good enough, right? Yeah, I haven't like played much Le Seraphim into Rise this patch yet, but it seems like if you're playing Le Seraphim, you're just like playing for top 4, donkey rolling on 8. If you can get here, great, but like, cause this is actually like, you need like Kabuko, Volibear to play the actual Freljord Rise, and I feel like it's kind of a hard pivot from Le Seraphim. So maybe I don't think you pivot to Rise, because you have 2 AP carries already. You just go here and you just like, if you can go 9, you just cap with Shurima, right? Slash Zillion, probably. Slayer opener. This is like very rare nowadays. But Slayer opener, you would just play Slayer, Yone, or Investa carry. Yone is better, but you need Yasuo too. So this is like probably like Kiana, Briar, Blitzcrank, Cho'Gath, or like Cho'Gath, Kiana, Briar, Cho'Gath, like Rek'Sai opener, something like this. And then you would just play this into the usual Mbessa, Rift Herald. Now you can get Rift Herald for free, so it's pretty easy. It's pretty good. Rift Herald, and then you go Scion, Swain, drop this, Bel'Veth, Gangplank, Nautilus. You do have a +1 here. I mean, it's whatever legendary you hit, right? Like Shyvana, Fiddle. Shyvana, Fiddle's good. Senna's good. A lot of times I just end up playing Cho'Gath and Rek'Sai to get 4. Drop this. Like a lot of times I just play this. A lot of times I play this and I just go 9. This is the Bel'Veth and Mesa version, which is pretty old. You guys should probably already know this. But the new version is if you happen to get Yasuo 2 and you can play Yone, the new version is Yasuo, Yone, Wukong, Rift. It's no Mbessa. It's Rift, Bel'Veth, Aatrox, if you can unlock Aatrox. And then +2 is like Taric, +1. Like Taric Skarner or some shit. This version has better stats, but it's harder to get because you need a natural Yasuo too. Yeah, like if you're playing this version, like let's say you have like Yasuo pair, or like you're like you're gonna get Yasuo too, then you're probably gonna build Yone items, right? Which is like Titan's BT. And then you want to build BT so you can unlock Aatrox, because this board without Aatrox is really bad. But there's 2 versions of Slayers basically, Yone or Mbessa, depending on if you natural Yasuos or not. I think this might be all for, I mean, there's Yordle opener, Veigar, or Fast 9. So the Yordle opener is gonna be Lulu. I think Rumble 2 is the most important part about Yordle opener, because without Rumble 2 this opener sucks. But like Teemo, Poppy, like this, and you just stack Teemo with like Nasher, JG. And then if you happen to win streak, then you can go like Kabuko, Cannon, and then you play 6 Yordle on stage 3, 8 Yordle on stage 4. Then you go Fast 9 and you can play Annie. You probably just play Rise Ziggs or you play Annie. The Annie board would be like Annie, Wukong, Silas, Set, Zillion. What am I missing? Senna? Oh no, Tibbers. Yeah, this is the Annie board. And then the Rise Ziggs board is Rise, Ziggs, Mundo. What is the Rise Ziggs board? It's the one with Caitlyn, right? I don't know if you play Rise Ziggs anymore. I would just play Annie. Because this one seems kind of hard to get to, I feel like. You have to hold Caitlyn's and stuff. It's Caitlyn, Vi. You have to hold Caitlyn, Vi. Is it Zillion? Yeah, I wouldn't play Riggs. I would just play Annie. I wouldn't play this. It seems kind of hard to get to, and it's not even that good. If you happen to get Rabadon, you can play Veigar. Then you just play 8 Yordle plus Veigar. Like this. 8 Yordle, and you get Rabadon, you just carry Veigar, play for top 4. Like, let's say you're not Giga win streaking, you also don't get Econ Augment, and you're already committed to the Yordle opener, then you just play around Veigar if you can get Rabadon, and then you just play for top 4. I think I covered most of the openers. The next thing we need to talk about are the reroll lines. There's way more reroll comps this patch. There's Draven reroll, Ari reroll. Okay, I don't know about Draven reroll. Aphelios Bard has good stats. I haven't tried it yet. Mouse, Zoe, Leona, and then DT Mouse, Jinx reroll, right? Maybe Draven reroll is good and I just played it wrong, but it felt pretty bad when I played it. Maybe LeBlanc reroll is playable. LeBlanc. Yeah, probably LeBlanc reroll maybe. LeBlanc reroll, Jinx. I think this is good. So Ari reroll line. When would you play this? Ari reroll is Path of Transcendence. I don't know how to spell this. Path of Transcendence. Path of Blades. There's a third one that's good, but I forgot. Which one is it? The one that you like every time you cast you get APAD. Which one's that? What's that one called? Spirits? Yeah, these three are good for Ari reroll. This one is like a too much value check. This is Prismatic Ticket, Patience. Most 3-cost rerolls need Giga Econ. Priz Ticket, Patience, etc. Priz Ticket, Patience, check. Zoe Leona Orb. DT Mouse is the must have double trouble. Pray for Econ on 3-2-4-2. Better in Econ Galaxies. Jinx reroll. Jinx Orb. I would just play with Jinx Orb. LeBlanc reroll. I would play with like Scion LeBlanc opener, but you can't go 9. And you can't go 9 plus reroll augment. Something like this. Are you allowed to take double trouble and just open? Yes. You actually want to open with double trouble. Because double trouble, you're probably not winning early game, and you need to maximize your econ. Like most of these lines, you want an 8 loss into 3-5. Most of the time, you want to take econ and 8 loss, 3-5 level 7 full send. Most games is like this, because if you're like streaking with any of this, then you'd rather just go 9 and play Rise, right? You don't want to reroll if you're streaking. So like most games, you just want an 8 loss and then 3-5, and like most of this, you're playing from lose streak. Or if you get an augment that like angles you there. So like the Ari reroll, I played it like this. I don't know if this is the best way to play it, but I would just go like 8 loss, and then I would just go Ari, Shen, Yasuo, Kennen, Wukong, Nico, and then Yasuo would unlock Yone like this. This would be my level 7 board. I just pay 6 Ionia. Prize in the bag. Nasher, JG, and then you roll for Ari 3, Kennen 3, and then you push levels for set. This is how I played it, and it felt pretty good. Because I'm pretty sure for all of these paths, going vertical Ionia is actually pretty good. If you can get Invoker Emblem is really good. You would go Invoker Emblem on Ari, and then you drop Shen for Kabuko. And then it fits perfectly on 7. The board would fit perfectly on 7, like this. There's another Ari board that I haven't tried out yet. It's Ari, Kabuko, Darius, Nico, Swain, LeBlanc. Wait, Kennen. It's Kennen, and then Wukong. This board I haven't tried yet. But it seems extremely sus because you need to get Scion to unlock LeBlanc. You need to get Draven to unlock Darius. You need to unlock Kennen. You need to unlock Kabuko. I don't know when the hell you're doing all that. There's also like an Ixtal Ari board that I've seen people play, which is like Ari, Milio, Nico, Nidalee, and then Kabuko, Wukong, Kennen. Yeah, this board. I've seen people play this board. I think you play this if you have an Ixtal opener. And you already are doing your quest on stage 2, right? Yeah, early Ixtal, maybe some Nikos, and reroll augment. Prismatic Ticket, yeah. I would try this. Aphelios Bard, too much value. Aphelios Bard, Nico, Vi, Loris. Who's the +1? Like any Warden or some shit or what? I would play this if you get like if you get Ginsu plus like Aphelios plus too much value. I would play this. But I'm like really in a spot to play this. Mao Zoe. Similar, Prismatic Ticket, 8 loss. The board is Malzahar, Kog'Maw, Seraphine, Zoe, Leona, Vi, Nico. This is the board. I'm pretty sure Gargoyle is extremely important on Leona. You want to go like Nasher, like same thing, Nasher, JG. If you have no Leeching Nucleus, I found Gunblade to be pretty good. Gunblade, you don't need anti-heal, you don't need Shred in this. And then you need a 3-star this, 3-star this, 3-star this, and then you level for Taric. This also needs like a Giga Econ augment because if you don't hit in time, you're 8th. I played this today with like Prismatic Ticket and I opened fort for this and I got like 2nd. The other one is Double Trouble Mouse. You rip Double Trouble. It's Mouse, Nautilus, Loris, Seraphine, Cho'Gath. I think on level 7, you either pick one of Loris or you either drop Loris or Nautilus, whatever you're closest to. And then same items, Nasher, JG, whatever. And this one you do need Spark and Sunfire. So make sure to build that. Jinx reroll. Jinx, Warwick, Sedge, Loris, Ashe, Braum, Vi. This is the Jinx reroll board. You go 7, you roll for Jinx 3, Sedge 3. And then you level up for, if you can hit Senna, this board becomes really good. I think this is the best Jinx reroll board. It says in the stats as well. LeBlanc reroll. I saw the stats. It was LeBlanc, Briar, Swain, Darius, Sion, Draven. Okay, know this. And then Kabuko, and then Nico. This, I believe, is the board for LeBlanc reroll. And then you reroll for LeBlanc 3, Kabuko 3, Draven 3, or Darius 3. But I, for one, have not tried this yet because every time I play LeBlanc, I just go fast 9. LeBlanc reroll better with Bringer or Ruin Noxus Augment? Probably. But I feel like with Bringer or Ruin, you just want to play 7 Noxus, right? Just play Tempo 7 Noxus. I feel like it's better. All these need Prismatic Econ, Giga Econ, yeah. Like, I think, like, Prismatic Ticket, Patience is a Virtue. Trade Sector, I feel like is a little bit too slow. Double Small Nico, I think is fine. Double Small Nico, 8 loss is maybe doable. But these are basically just all comps that give you an out if you have no opener. If you have no opener, look to play these reroll comps. Playing 3-cost reroll from Blue Streak is kind of sus, but if you have a Giga Econ, like, it should be fine. I'm missing Asol. Asol is like Win Streak plus Natural, Taric. Win Streak AP plus Natural, Taric, Leona, Aphelios, Zoe, Asol. I'm pretty sure that's the flowchart for this patch. It looks pretty good. Covers a lot of lines and openers. If you hit 0 Econ Augment, let me cover some Loose Streak lines. I mean, basically rerolls Loose Streak, but like Loose Streak, non-reroll. Loose Streak, non-reroll, I feel like it's pretty important. Loose Streak, non-reroll, I feel like you can play Shadow Isle, unlock Yorick, open with Yorick plus Viego, and then you take Econ, 3-2, go 7, 3-3, unlock Callista, 4-1, 4-2, unlock Thresh, and then Callista 2. Yeah, this is the game plan for Shadow Isle. I think this is doable. I need more testing. You can do Zon, ideally with Jinx Orb, so you don't have to roll for Jinx or miss Jinx. Just like take Econ, 3-2, go 7, unlock Warwick / Singed, and then 4-2, Warwick 2, Singed 2, try to fast 9 from this spot. Another reroll line that I haven't tried yet is going to be Void Opener. Take Econ, 3-2, go 7, 3-3, unlock Kaisa / Rift Herald, 4-2, Kaisa 2, Rift 2, fast 9. I forgot to add Void Opener here. Void Opener, this is pretty rare, but it's like Kog'Maw 2, Cho Opener, and you just play Kaisa, right? AP Kaisa only. 80 sucks. AP Kaisa or Baron if Giga Econ. I think these are the 3 comps you are willing to play if you have no reroll spot and no opener. Because all 3 of these comps allow you to get a free forecast on stage 3 to help you stabilize. All right, that's it for the flowchart. I'm going to add this to the handbook and I'll probably release a video with it. And I'll put the video in the handbook section. Flowchart. Oh yeah, 80 can, okay, yeah, I'm missing, okay, let's do Win Streak AD opener plus Econ Augment. You go Kindred, Senna, fast 9, right? GG's.